Hey, hi guys. Ooh, I will not start with my stories about Fridays, and I'm just trying to see if I can open another window on here since my clock doesn't want to share. But I'm here. Happy Friday. Let me see. Countdown. Timer. Let me see. Okay, I'm just gonna use this typical one that everybody uses, but I want to see if it is actually going to share. Let's see if that works. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna use, guys, because there's nothing else that I can do. My other watch is downstairs charging. Like you can see, I'm all frazzled. I came up here in a rush because I had to quickly finish something else before this started. And I was contemplating missing this again, which isn't feasible because I haven't done these in like what feels like forever for me. And I don't think my camera is clean. So give me 2 seconds if you guys don't mind. Um, Okay, I think that's better. Anyway, and I didn't get to mention that I'm doing these lives on social, and I think the way that I'm feeling right now, that's just gonna put extra pressure on me. So whoever will join, joins. Okay, I think that will work. And if anybody has missed it, it will be on my channel, so I'm sure people can catch up when they actually have the time. Or should I just do it? Okay, if I'm doing it, I'm only going to do it for Instagram and Instagram and. My life. Let me just do it for Instagram. Done it. It was that simple. And WhatsApp. That is all. Fine. Now I can breathe. How are you guys doing? How are you guys feeling about the Hlomukast announcement that's been doing the rounds this week? If you are a Hlomu follower, member of the fan bam, how are you guys feeling about that? I can't find this thing that I just posted. That is why I'm slightly distracted. I cannot find it. Okay, now I'm giving up. Okay, so I guess no one's gonna hear about it on WhatsApp because I can't be bothered. Hi, Charity. So how do you guys feel about the whole Hlomu thing? Are you guys excited about the cast? I know that a lot of people are not happy at all. So I just wanted to find out if you guys are happy with what you have seen or how are you feeling? I'm doing a 10 minutes timer here so that I can also just do a short catch up and share with you guys the books that I received while I was away. Hi, Smalley. Oh, you haven't started reading the series Charity. It's quite well. I enjoyed it. I got hooked, and I always say that the hooking element for me mainly was basically the fact that the Ududu does take us on an emotional roller coaster, and that basically makes it one of those series that you will easily get hooked on because it is that emotional and you feel part of the story. And yes, it's true. There's a lot of toxicity in it, but because of how you feel while you're reading it, you're really quite in it, right? You want to see what happens to your faves. You want to see what happens to those that you don't like. Like it's a whole big thing. And I don't know if you guys follow. I saw a version on TikTok and on what's this thing? Instagram. Reem was saying that it's kind of like a mafia genre book, and I had not heard of these mafia books, but she said it's very reminiscent of that, which could explain the excitement in the element of that story. So yeah, I'm enjoying that. Hey baby. So I am gonna share with you the books that I have received recently in no particular order. So I did share this on TikTok. I don't know if anyone saw it, but I received I Am a Man, a memoir, Jerry Mufakeng wa Maketa's memoir, South African actor. This one was from NB. I also received 9 Hours from NB by Lucanyo Sikwebu. This one sounds like it's a crime drama type of book. I also received this children's book called Going Wild and Other Stories, compiled by Helen Moffat, illustrated by Tanika Cronier, and this one is also NB. And then a friend of mine published his first book, which I'm very excited about, Native Merchants, the building of the Black business class in South Africa by Pakamisa Nzamela. This one is published by Tafelberg. And like I'm saying, I'm not a non-fiction type of person, but the way that this has been outlined is really quite interesting and intriguing, and I cannot wait to delve into this one. And then Blackbird did send me Perfect Klongwana's Sanity Prevail, which is what I think I'm going to pick up during the sprint, because I did start. This is Perfect's second novel, by the way. I did finally start Not to Mention by Vivian de Klerk, but it was making me a little bit sad, and I'm not in the mood for like that kind of emotion. But I do want to nibble on it, but I don't want it to be like the one book that I'm like looking at and reading from start to finish, because I'm not in that frame of mind at the moment. So it will not work out if I do that. So I will be reading Sanity Prevail. I want to just read you the back of only these three, right? I want to read you the back of Native Merchants, as well as 9 Hours, and then the one that I say I'm going to pick up. In the meantime, you guys can let me know what you guys will be reading. I'm going to start with the back of Native Merchant, the building of the Black business class in South Africa by Pakamisa Nzamela. The story of Black business in South Africa remains underwritten. Dispossession of fertile or mineral-rich lands through colonial wars, as well as the landmark 1913 Land Act, are widely recognized among the root causes of the economic precarity of Black South Africans. But how racist policies and ordinances responded to Black business initiatives with antagonism expressly to maintain a cheap labor base for the economy remains unexplored. Award-winning financial journalist Pakamisa Nzamela shows that against all odds and through political mobilization and resistance, Black South African men and women built successful enterprises in industries as diverse as agriculture, media, financial services, retail, real estate, transport, and hospitality. The book seeks to correct a historical stereotypes that assert that Black people are only able to do business as tenderpreneurs. Native Merchants spans the pre-colonial, colonial, and apartheid periods and delves into how laws that denied credit, prohibited bulk purchase of goods, revoked title deeds, mining rights, and trading rights, demolished economic prospects and the potential for generational wealth. Having no real representation, Black South Africans were radicalized and fought for restitution and rights to enterprise and markets, while also pulling resources in a bid to achieve self-determination. Sometimes politics derailed them from business altogether. Now is the time to bring the stories of these remarkable and resilient people to the fore. So that's what that one is about. And then I was going to read you the back of 9 Hours by Lukhanyo Sekwebu. Naomi Mandi-Sanel leads a secret life as a vigilante assassin, making sure justice is served where the system has failed to bring criminals to book. It is a life her policeman fiancé knows nothing about. Now she's been recruited to join a team of operatives on a dangerous mission to save schoolgirls who have been kidnapped by terrorists in northern Mozambique. They have a window period of only 9 hours to infiltrate the enemy camp deep inside the Deonte Forest, I don't know, and extract the girls before they are moved and sold into slavery forever. The terrorist network can't be allowed to grow stronger and succeed in toppling the government. Naomi's squad must stop them, as impossible as it seems. Meanwhile, Aisha Ezekwesili, one of the abductees, has a daring escape plan, but if she fails and is recaptured, she will surely be killed. Filled with adventure, suspense, twists, and turns, 9 Hours is a novel about courage and justice that will keep you reading with bated breath until the very end. So that's 9 Hours. And then the one that I said I'm picking up is Perfect Klongwana's Sanity Prevail. The unnamed protagonist of Perfect Klongwana's second novel, Sanity Prevail, is admitted to the psychiatric ward of a government hospital. There, he meets an assortment of characters, his fellow patients, and narrates their hilarious, horrific, and ultimately tragic stories as relate to him by themselves. His conflicted feelings about being in the treatment facility and keen curiosity with regard to the admission stories of his fellow patients serve as the unfolding plot for his stay in the psychiatric ward. The protagonist agonizes about what it means to be adjudged mentally unwell by a society whose very foundation seem to him unjust and unhealthy to the point of being bizarre. A story that seeks to explore what sets individual stories apart, how they converge and collide, and ultimately the dilemma of being alive in the world today, such as it is. A riveting tale about the struggle of a mental patient to wrestle hope from the deepest pit of despair. So Perfect Hlongwane was born to Nonxeba Priscilla Johnson of Soweto and Lindela Cleopas Hlongwane of Bergville in KwaZulu-Natal. He received an excellent formation education in Eswatini. He has been a journalist, English lecturer, soccer magazine editor, and copy editor. The writer lives and works in Johannesburg. So that's the book that I'm going to pick up. Charity says she really wants to read. I think this is the Hlomu series. You are supposed to get into it this year, but price per book, yeah, that series is very expensive. I don't want to lie to you. Also, last year I bought a few of the books. Like, it is quite expensive. I don't want to lie, but it is worth it, and it does improve per book. So I felt like it was worth my while. Oh, I see Karabo was saying that she needs this today. Hi, Karabo. So Charity says she also needs this. I'm considering doing sprints at 8, still thinking about it. If you do, please let us know, Charity, because I think I also need a little bit of a push today. And this book it promises to be quite something, hey, because I think the fact that it comes from the vantage point of an extremely obese character is something that is new to me. I've never had a character perspective or point of view from a narrator from such a position. But also, when I started reading it, it is a child talking to their mom. And that, I think, is the thing that broke my heart. But it is quite an interesting read. I don't want to lie. What are you guys reading? Charity says she's reading Get a Life, Chloe Brown. Oh, I can't wait to get into that trilogy. I really can't. Like, I think I want to get all 3 of them before I start, but I don't know. I did buy a copy from Simole's shop, so I'll be waiting. Probably gonna start it in December. I think it will be the perfect holiday read for me. Simone is asking, how did you find it? She enjoyed it, and everybody raves about those books. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be a trip. Karabo says she's reading Black Consciousness by Khumelo. Oh, okay. Khumelo Buiko. Okay, let's start. Our first sprint is gonna be 20. It's gonna be 20 minutes long. So let us get into that. 20 or 25 minutes. Okay, I think I'm gonna make it 25 minutes. Just so that gives us enough time. Otherwise, I hope you guys have your snacks, etc. Let us go. Let's do this. All right, that's the end of our first sprint. I hope you guys actually got some reading done. If you saw anything, you saw that I was a little bit distracted. I think the fact that I haven't had any of these in quite some time means that my kids aren't in routine anymore. So I've had to stop a few fights and some crying during this first sprint. Plus, it also took me a little bit to get into perfect writing. It's not a complaint, it's just an observation that I think he is very, very detailed in his writing. And if you know anything about me, I don't like overly descriptive texts. I like text that is driven more by dialogue and very little observation of certain worlds or whatever is going on than like thorough descriptions. It's not something that moves me along a story very fast. So it's usually takes some getting used to when I come across that. So yeah, how did it go for you guys? Somali says Senator Prevail is on her wish list and it's quite short, hey? It's like 160, let me see, 168 pages long. So yeah. Charity says she's loving Get a Life Chloe Brown. She's currently on page 192 and it's has been steamy without any physical touch. Yes. Well. We shall see. I'm sure by the end they will deliver. I have book two. I need to order book three soonest. That's the best when you have more than one book in the series. Simone is making her way through I'm a Girl from Africa, and very shortly, very shortly, we're gonna start the second sprint. I knew it. The steam was coming. I was coming. Oh, you read 15 pages. I read way less than that. I read like 8. Um, let's see. I'm reading nonfiction, so it's going slow. Okay, let's do our second sprint. Hopefully, it's better. Certainly not that.